Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And as you can see, the next super duper bait banner is here. The 3.5 anniversary countdown Redux Recruit. Now, this is the first time that Octagram, Demon Lord, MILIM, and Guy have returned ever, and they are the first time an EX Unbound character has been rerun directly. They're one of the first. The other ones were Isis and Kyoko, who are on all ticket banners, and then it was Divine General for the actual third anniversary team. Besides the ticket ones, none of them have ever come back. This is the first time that we are seeing EXU units rerun on a dedicated banner. Does that make it worth your while to summon for, though? Not really. While I will be the first to say that Guy and MILIM are very strong characters. They are very strong. MILIM is a very good kind of blank slate to apply pretty much any buff you want to, and she's got the rainbow orbs. Let's actually just open the box and take a look at her. She's got the rainbow orbs for Octagram Demon Lord characters. I mean, there are a lot of uses for her. Let's not get that mistaken. And then she's got a zero cost skill, which just gives her guaranteed pierce and guaranteed synergy. So she's doing 2 of the 3 big time buffs, but, for rate for 0 cost. So it allows you to put big time synergy power, big time pierce power. This can do a lot of things for you. She can replace New Year's Blessing Rainbows for your Royal Rainbow Orb changing. She's a really good single target DPS character with some utility. Her support is non-existent unless you count rainbow orbs that you bring in for someone else. Like that technically is a support capability, but she's not enhancing your damage at all. And then Octagram Demon Lord Guy is kind of like a reverse Exalted Champion Velzard, right? A lot of the Jubilee stages, the whales use him to negate the poison stuff that makes you take damage because of Lord's Ambition, nullifies weakening effects. It gets rid of all the debuffs that an enemy could put on you, a bind, a crit resistance, or a crit seal or something like that. All of that goes away. And then at the end of the turn, for every character that you have, you'll put a 10% weakness resistance stack on, so 30% generally every turn, which definitely makes a difference. And then he lowers all elements by 100%, which is a damage buff, especially in a debuff kind of heavy team that we have right now. And then on top of that, he's changing all your orbs to green and giving you 30 skill points. So he's doing a lot. Him and MILIM are doing a lot for you. But the rest of the banner is not that great. It only has EX characters up through Primal Demon, and that is just not worth it. Primal Demon Diablo. It doesn't even have Blanc and Jean. It only goes to Diablo, and then it's got everything below that. And a lot of these characters are very outdated now. Some of them are still very good. A lot of them are very outdated. So for you to summon on this banner, even though it's the first time an EX Unbound character has come back, with less than a month to go until the actual real 3.5 anniversary on the 24th of April, it's not a great idea. I personally don't really use Guy outside of a Jubilee normal stage, and that's for maxing it out. Most people don't give a shit about that. MILIM is fun and everything, but I also don't personally use MILIM all that much either. If she's available and she's necessary to use, then yeah, sure. But I don't put her on every team because she doesn't help every single team, unlike other support characters like Fern or something like that. Tempest Fleet Benimaru. Characters with dedicated support skills that help other people do damage. She needs other people to help her do damage. So if you don't have those supports, then she's gonna be okay, but not super great. And the rest of the supporting characters are mid to okay to ass. We are 25 days away from the big time triple featured unit banner. This is not what you should be summoning for. That's all I can say. That's that's all I can say. People will disagree with me, and that's totally fine. They like Guy, they like MILIM, they use them a lot more than I do because again, it's personal preference. I don't find a lot of use for them outside of Jubilee normal for Guy, but other people do. I still prefer using Exalted Champion Velzard because the element buff plus Drago is a lot more impactful for most 99% of stages than what Guy is doing because he's all debuffs, and debuffs are most of the time weaker than actual buffs are concerned. Most of the time, quote unquote. And yeah, I just don't think they're worth it. Not 6 months later. Not right now. Not on like the cliff of the true 3.5 anniversary. So whether or not you get baited in, I mean that's totally your prerogative. I suggest not summoning. The pity is standard 200 or 300. If you go to 50, then you can get an EX ticket, which again, you could actually, I don't know if this would guarantee. I don't know if Guy and MILIM would be in that because this is an EX, not an EX Unbound character ticket. I don't know. I mean, if someone gets it and they open the banner up and they're still there, then great. If not, then you're really, really stuck with the old EX characters from March of last year or earlier, a full year ago. So it's not what I would call a super duper high value banner, even though it has a protector and battle unit. This is essentially the same as summoning for Shuna and Gobwa because it's a battle and a protector character. It's just that they're not being focused on right now. They can, Guy does extra damage against light, or helps dark characters do extra damage against light, which is what this beatdown battle is, and you can certainly use MILIM. Like, that'll work. But I wouldn't summon right now. Really, really would caution people to avoid that. So that is my word of warning for you. Use your free tickets, use your Koban for the Gobwa Shuna. We've got we've got about 11 days until the next banner, the next meta banner for Warrior's Mind comes out. We're going to skip this entire week, and we're not going to see a content preview until the 9th, at least for who the other two units that'll go alongside Shuna and Gobwa. They will not come out until the 10th/11th for people. So please keep that in mind. But, I mean, if you do summon for this because you do want them, then let me know how your summons went in the comments below. But again, most free-to-play players who don't have a lot of ways to get crystals probably shouldn't spend on this banner, even though they are still fairly good. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.